Hey weebs! So, in this video, I want to talk about sports anime, and let's be completely honest for a second. Blue Lock is not a sports anime. It's a superpower show disguised as a soccer match. Every single week, we watch these characters scream about becoming egoists. Their eyes light up with literal blue fire, and they talk about devouring each other like they are villains in a battle shonen. It's flashy, it's cool for 10-second TikTok edits, and the hype is fun. But if you think Blue Lock is showing you what real sports are actually like, you are completely wrong. Real sports aren't about being a selfish lone wolf who hates his teammates. In fact, the football game is actually a team sport, and myself, as a club-level player, you are shit if you ever think about devouring your teammates. That is so cringe. Real sports are about raw, painful discipline, tactical team execution, and the heartbreaking reality of working your arse off just to lose by 1 point. By focusing entirely on cheap superpowers and aura farming, Blue Lock completely misses what makes sports stories actually beautiful. If you are tired of the same repetitive superpower formula and want to watch anime that will actually make you sweat, cry, and want to run a marathon, you need to turn off Blue Lock right now. Today, we are breaking down 5 absolute sports masterpieces that show what the real grind looks like. Let's start with the undisputed king of modern sports anime, Haikyuu. Now, some Blue Lock fans might look at a volleyball anime and think, oh, that looks too wholesome, where is the edge? But Haikyuu handles character growth and rivalry a million times better than Blue Lock ever could. In Blue Lock, if a character isn't the main guy, they basically get thrown in the garbage. But in Haikyuu, every single person on the court, including the bench players and the teams they defeat, is a fully fleshed out human being. You watch Karasuno grind from a completely forgotten school back to the top through actual realistic practice. When Hinata and Kageyama mess up a quick attack, they don't unlock a magical cheat code. They have to spend hours in a gym failing over and over again until their muscles literally memorize the movement. The stakes feel massive because you care about the entire team. When they win, you feel like jumping out of your seat. I remember myself the joy it brought to me when they won against Oikawa, and when they lose, it genuinely feels like a punch to the stomach. It is a brilliant, hype-filled masterpiece that treats the sport with absolute respect. A must-watch sports anime. But what if you actually want a soccer anime that teaches you real, deep tactics instead of just yelling about ego? That brings us to Aoashi. This show is the ultimate antidote to Blue Lock. We follow Ashito Aoi, a kid from a small town with raw talent but zero tactical knowledge, who gets picked to play for a pro youth academy. This anime doesn't give the main character a magical eye power. Instead, it takes him and completely breaks him down. He has to learn how to pass, how to space himself on the field, and how to actually read a tactical formation. There is a specific plot twist in the middle of the story regarding his field position that will completely blow your mind. And it happens because of real soccer logic, not anime magic. Aoashi shows the brutal, competitive nature of tryouts, the fear of getting injured and losing your career, and the intense pressure of trying to make it to the pro leagues. It is easily the most realistic and peak soccer fiction available right now. If you watch this, you will actually understand the game of football on a completely new level. Next up is a show that takes a sport most people think is completely boring, running, and elevates it into an absolute emotional epic. I am talking about Run with the Wind. The premise sounds like a joke at first. A college track runner convinces a house full of unathletic, unmotivated students, including a heavy smoker and a massive anime nerd, to train for the Hakone Ekiden, one of the most brutal marathon relay races in Japan. On paper, it sounds impossible and ridiculous, but the execution? Absolute cinema. The show is only 24 episodes, and it is a complete, perfectly wrapped story. It explores the dark psychology of running. Why do we push our bodies to the absolute limit when it hurts so much? It looks at the concept of talent versus hard work, and how a group of completely different outcasts can find a shared family through pure, stubborn dedication. By the time you reach the final race, you will be crying your eyes out for characters who were just lazy couch potatoes in episode 1. It is a profound, beautiful show that now, some of you might be surprised by this next pick, but art is absolutely a competitive sport, and Blue Period proves it. We follow Yatora, a popular high school kid who has a good life but feels completely empty inside, until he sees a painting that changes his entire worldview. He decides to throw away his safe career path to try and get into the most competitive art university in Japan. This show captures the exact same high-stakes pressure as any sports anime. The mental exhaustion, the terrifying fear of competition, the sting of realizing someone else is just naturally a genius while you are struggling to learn the basics. It is all there. Blue Period is a deeply motivating story about finding your own voice through pure, agonizing hard work. It shows that passion isn't enough. You have to put in the actual hours, ruin your sleep, and destroy your mental state to create something great. It is a beautiful, life-changing show that will completely reset how you view creative work and dedication. Finally, we have a masterpiece that perfectly blends the high-energy grind of sports with the deep emotional stakes of high school romance. Blue Box. If you are tired of sports anime that completely ignore relationships, or romance anime where the characters never talk to each other, this is your holy grail. The story follows Taiki, a badminton player who is deeply in love with Chainatsu, an elite basketball player who trains in the same gym every single morning. The sports aspect here is treated with incredible realism. Taiki isn't fighting to save the world. He is fighting to get to the national tournament because he wants to stand on the same level as the girl he admires. The badminton matches are fast, intense, and beautifully animated, while the relationship growth is grounded, sweet, and avoids all the annoying, slow cliches of typical rom-coms. It shows how loving someone can become, the ultimate fuel to push your physical limits in training. It is an amazing, fresh take on the genre that hits perfectly on every single level. And I don't know why people puts it in romance genre. Oh man, it core is literally on sports. They are playing. Yeah, I have read manga till 200 chapters. But the story is genuinely based on sports they are pursuing. A top-notch anime sports romance to watch. Look, Blue Lock is fun if you just want to turn your brain off and watch characters farm aura for 20 minutes. But if you want stories that actually have a soul, stories that understand the true beauty of sports, the pain of failure, and the ultimate triumph of real hard work, you need to give these 5 masterpieces a chance. Stop settling for the same copy-paste superpower formula every single week. Go let Haikyuu show you teamwork, let Aoashi teach you football, let Run with the Wind break your heart. Let Blue Period inspire your passion, and let Blue Box show you what real dedication looks like. Thank you so much for watching today, Weebs. Let me know down in the comments, are you a Blue Lock defender, or do you agree that these grounded sports anime completely clear it? Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the very next video.